close till I get up. Time is barely on our side.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be an exciting one because I am using all drugstore products. I have been literally loving the drugstore. All of these products that I use, I'm in love with. I actually filmed like my top 20 drugstore products, and I will link it up here for you guys, where I talk about all my favorites from the drugstore. And in this video, I used a lot of those products, so everything on my face is drugstore. The only thing that wasn't drugstore was the brushes that I used. Some of them were drugstore, but most of them were Sigma or Morphe. And I did want to mention that I do have a coupon code for Sigma brushes if you guys are interested. I will leave it down below where you can save some money. And I love Sigma brushes. They are bomb. I feel like if you have a good brush, that's all you need in life. If you guys want to see how to recreate this makeup look using all drugstore products, then let's just jump right in. Alright, so here we are going to start with our eyes. I'm going to take my Makeup Revolution concealer. I'm just using this to set my eyelids for a base. And then we're going to be going in with the Covergirl TRUNAKED eyeshadow palette. I'm taking this first shade right here. It's like a bear color. I'm just going to use this to apply all over my eyelid just to set that concealer. And then I'm going to be taking this color right here in the palette. It's kind of like a light neutral brown. And I'm going to take that into my crease just to use as our crease shade.
Through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays, and on we'll go.
Alright, now going in with this darker brown in the palette, and I'm going to take a Sigma brush. I'm going to put this in my outer corner and kind of work it into the crease. So now I'm going to go in with a Sigma M213 brush. I'm just going to take that dark brown and kind of smudge this in my lash line. I am going to be doing eyeliner, but I like doing this because it kind of gives the look a little bit of, I don't know how to explain it. I just like doing this. Even if I'm going to do eyeliner, I think it just looks really nice. So I'm just going to take this shade right here, and I'm going to apply that on my finger, and I'm going to put this right on my eyelid. I do end up wetting my brush just to get a little bit more intensity. You don't have to do that, but I like to do that just to make the eyeshadow pop.
Through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll
Alright, so that's it for the eyeshadows. Now I'm just going to go in with my NYX Matte Ink liquid liner, and I'm just going to apply this on my eyelids. I'm just going to create a subtle wing because I wanted the look to be focused on the lips since they are very bold, but I really like this eyeliner. It's very easy to create a really nice sharp wing with. So now for lashes, I'm going in with my Ardell Studio Effect lashes. These are used, so I was having some trouble with one of the lashes. It was just pissing me off, so please excuse that. But for my liner, I'm going in with the Maybelline Gel eyeliner. I'm just going to create a very thin line on my waterline with this, and I'm going to end up smudging it later, but I'm going to move to the face.
through the wastelands, through the highways, and on
So before I start my foundation, I like to clean up my eyebrows, so I'm just doing that here with any concealer. And this brush, I don't know where I got it from, but you can use any like concealer brush to do this. I just like cleaning up my brows because it makes them look really defined. So for my primer, I'm using the NYX Angel Veil Primer. I'm going to use this just on the portions that I have pores. So on my nose, on my cheeks, my chin, and my forehead, and just blend that out really, really good. I like to spray my sponge before I apply foundation just to make it go on smoother. And I'm going to be using my Covergirl Healthy Elixir Foundation. This is my all-time favorite foundation from the drugstore. It's literally all I've been wearing on my skin. I like it even better than a lot of high-end foundations. It just works really well on my skin, and I'm using a Morphe sponge to blend this into my skin. I just love the combination of this foundation with the sponge. It just lasts for such a long time on my skin. I highly recommend this foundation if you have dry skin. I don't know how it works for oily skin, but all I know is this is my new favorite foundation. Moving on to concealer, I'm going to be using two today. This is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer. I like using this concealer because it's very smooth on my skin, and I just really like it. So I'm using that, and then on top of it, I'm going to be using the Makeup Revolution Concealer. I like it because it has a lot more coverage than the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind, so that's why I'm mixing these two together.
Melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't want to miss a beat. And on we'll go. Through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go. Through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
So now to set my under eyes, I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me powder. This stuff is amazing to bake with. I didn't really bake with this because I didn't leave it on too long, but I love this sponge because it can really get up against that liquid liner and doesn't ruin it, and it's just a great sponge for that. So I'm just applying this on my chin, my forehead, and my under eyes, and then I'm just going to wipe it away. This is a Morphe brush, but I got it in a kit so it doesn't have a name on it, but it's just like a kind of tapered brush. So I'm just wiping away the powder, and then to set the rest of my face, I'm going in with the Covergirl Radiance powder, and I'm just using a IT Cosmetics powder brush just to pack this all on my face so that we don't slide around throughout the day. Now I'm going back to my eyes. I'm going in with this dark brown that we used, and I'm just going to smudge this up against the liquid liner. I love doing this because it just finishes off the look in my opinion. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to use that same I'm using that same light pink shade, and I'm going to put this in my inner corners just to really brighten us up. And then to finish off the eyes, I'm going in with my favorite mascara from the drugstore. This is the L'Oreal Lash Paradise. I love this mascara so much. So I'm just going to apply this to my lashes, and then we're going to move right back to the face. Okay, so now to contour my face, I'm using the Catrice Prime and Fine powder. I love this contour from the drugstore. It's perfect shade for my skin tone. So I'm just going to apply this to anywhere that I want to contour, the sides of my forehead and down my nose. And then we are going to bronze up the skin with the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. And this stuff is amazing. If you guys have not tried this bronzer, what are you waiting for? It is so good. So now going in with some blush. This is the Wet n Wild blush in the color Mellow Wine. I'm going to be using this with a Morphe E4 brush, and I'm just applying this to the apples of my cheeks. Now I'm going in with like this is my all-time favorite highlight from the drugstore for sure, and I'm using a Real Techniques setting brush to apply this. This is such a good highlight. It is a little bit on the more golden side, so if you have really light skin, I don't know how it would show up on you. It might be a little too gold, but for me it works really good. I love this color so much. It is beautiful. And I'm just gonna go in and really just blend this out with a what is the name of this brush? This is a Sigma Duo Fiber F50 brush, just to kind of blend everything. And then I'm using a more precise brush. This is a ColourPop brush. How many times are you going to say brush? And I'm just applying that down at the center of my nose. Now I'm just going to go in and just really set my face. But the reason why I wanted to do this now before lips is because I wanted to apply a little more highlight. And when you spray your face, it really makes the highlight pop. So moving on to lips, I'm using the Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink Lip. And this is in the color Heroine. This is such a vibrant red. I love it so much. It has like a pinky undertone to it, and I just love this. This lasts forever on my lips. Absolutely forever. So I'm just going to apply this, and that's going to finish off the look. I hope that you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!